Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new monster, Hornroot. This is a nature and water blossom mythic monster. This is the upcoming Tails monster. So if you want this monster, I highly recommend you start up saving some gems. 200 gems to be safe. You actually need a lot less, but 200 is a good amount in case something goes wrong. When I first saw this monster, he kind of reminded me of Hornets. But little did I know he was also a MEGA-TAUNT monster, so move over, Dunn Fatid. Huge shout out to SP for giving me everything I need to make this video. They provide the monster, all the cells needed to take him to rank 5. Any gems I use will be reimbursed. Although they were threatened by abomination hunters, Mother Talica saved the last few Hornroots from extinction by infusing them with nature powers. In turn, they use their new strength to protect the forests, lakes, and rivers of their homeland. Let's take a look at the trait of this monster. First off, you are immune to control, stun, freeze, possession, corruption, other mega versions. You have the umbrella hardened trait. All stat effects have a 20% less accuracy against it. You're immune to 2 dots, ignite, and burn. At rank 4, you get a status caster MEGA-TAUNT. Receives all damage and status from enemy attacks, even area attacks. And then you get a life regen at the start of the battle. Realistically, these things get cleansed away like right away. But it's still good, right? You're probably going to have a skill that reinstates the MEGA-TAUNT. Yeah, as I mentioned, we got Dunn Fatid, who also has a status caster MEGA-TAUNT. So I already did a video on Dunn Fatid. Let's see who's better. Intuition tells me it's probably going to be Hornroot, because he has a lot more traits. He's probably going to have a lot better skills. But I don't know, could be wrong. Let's find out. First, let's compare the stats. Wow, take a look at this. I said move over Dunn Fatid. Actually, move over King. This monster is tied for the highest life stat in the game with the King Autumn. That is insane. 142,355. The average life stat is 133k, so this is almost 10,000 points more. Let's see where everyone else is at. There is Dunn Fatid at 138k, so like 6,000 more. Wow, that's crazy. In terms of power stats, this looks to be right around the middle average. 10,758, titled out of Torvox. That's like that first Thunder monster that got released. That is actually slightly higher than average by like 100 points, 100-ish, 200 points. Crazy. In terms of speed stat, as you could imagine, he is rather slow. Not the slowest, but he is slow. 7810, titled out of Seashell Guard. And look, there is Dunn Fatid beating him in the speed stat. Not that it matters, it's a couple points. And all that really matters with the MEGA-TAUNT monsters, with the tanks, is that life stats. Bones and Leaves deals moderate nature damage to an enemy and applies life regen to itself, 30 stamina, 0 cooldown. We have River Protector, heals itself by 25%, 0 cooldown, 24 stamina. River Flow applies MEGA-TAUNT to itself and heals. I do like that the skill that reapplies MEGA-TAUNTs also does an immediate heal. That's nice. Immobilizer Vines deals moderate nature damage to all enemies, applies guard down to all enemies. Guard down against the enemy team, interesting. Deep Roots deals moderate nature damage to an enemy and applies Mega Roots to one enemy. Keep in mind this is also basically like a guard down, so you can stop the enemy for 2 turns. You gotta love a MEGA-TAUNT monster that can also deny the enemy. And with a new denial, not like the stun, the freeze, the possession, the old denials. Concurrent Wave heals by 50 and applies Skill Mirror. Gotta love a MEGA-TAUNT monster that can Skill Mirror. You're already absorbing attacks, you might as well heal and reflect anything that gets thrown at you. That's good. Fibrous Roots deals moderate nature damage, applies roots to an enemy and life regen. You deny the enemy, you life regen. Nice. And Goring of the Forest deals very heavy water damage, steals life. You have a life steal. Honestly, even though it's very heavy water damage and it has a 1-turn cooldown, it's probably not a good skill worth running because you're not going to be dealing that much damage. You're better off healing by 30% or even 25%, I imagine. Alright, so I think it's pretty easy in terms of skill set. You run the 30%. You run the not the life steal, I was going to say it, see, it's on my mind. You run the heal skill mirror, you run the mega roots, and you run the single roots life regen. This would be the ideal skill set for this monster. You do not need the life steal, please, I beg you, you don't need it. You're not going to deal sufficient of damage to recover life. Maybe if you detect a fire monster, but other than that, no. You don't need an AoE guard down. By the time this monster goes, you're not going to be doing a guard down against the enemy. Like, if you really want to guard down, just do the roots. That's basically a guard down. Most of the time with this monster, you're going to reapply MEGA-TAUNT, or you're going to heal and skill mirror if there's a value for it, or you're going to deny. You don't need a 25% heal when you have Again, denial. Most of the time, I would say that denial is going to come in handy more than just healing. And then that, yeah, why sample life regen when you have one that denies? So this would be my ideal skill set for Hornroots. In terms of relics, let's see. So something that gives armor, and then, oh, why did I give him that one? Let's give him Tertullian's armor, and then, oh, interesting. We can give this monster Tetsuman's Mask. That way, if you ever run out of stamina, you could recover. You could also do stamina draining with this monster, considering you're going to be attacked. But I do want to be able to reuse my skills, so we'll do that. And in terms of talents, you go with something that's survivability. So, or there's so many good talents, honestly. Like, it's weird because the Blossom talents, they don't stand out, but at the same time, they're like pretty good. After being damaged by a skill, applies burn. Like, you're going to keep getting attacked to keep applying burn to the enemy. That's pretty useful, right? You have this one. When the turn starts, applies increased healing to itself. That could be super useful considering going last. You can give yourself increased healing. Maybe you cleanse the dots away and stuff like that, or maybe you cleansed. Maybe the enemy monster goes first and gets rid of your status caster megatons, but then when you go, you get your increased healing. Like, that could be super beneficial for you. But probably not. I would probably give this monster, let's see. Same thing I gave Fatid, maybe. You could take advantage of that damage mirror. You could do, where is it? It is this one. For extra armor, extra protection on yourself. So we can do that. In terms of a rune setup, Megaton monsters are always pretty straightforward. You go with like a single life rune, 2 life runes sometimes, and then you go team speed. You just have him supplement your allies, have them go first. Normally team speed's enough. You have to watch out for. The bad thing about this monster is you're a nature monster. You are going to be taking on Serpentex. You're going to be taking on Cherub Cupid. They will have the elemental advantage over you, so you gotta watch out for that. You gotta be careful, right? If only the water balanced it out, right? But it doesn't work that way. So considering Serpentex is main, actually even Elvira Demon Slayer is a main monster who has a fire-based AoE, so you gotta watch out for some of the meta monsters. So that's the bad thing about Hornroots. But I mean, Fatid has that same issue. Alright, with that said, let's take him out into PvP. Alright, we're gonna go with this team. Realistically, and I mentioned this in the Dunn Fatid video, when it comes to status caster Megaton monsters, Megatons, whatever, really there's not much to showcase with them because they absorb attacks. That's all they really do. Most of the time they lose their status caster Megaton, but most of the time that's all you need them to do, right? Absorb that one attack, and then your main monster can go and attack and kill the enemy. That's really how these videos go. But yeah, but with that said, we'll go ahead and play through it anyways. Yeah, because they're just there to absorb it, and this is why Pangoliath and King have become a lot better, because the status caster Megaton monsters always lose their Megaton, as you saw here, which is why normally the second thing you're going to do, or the first thing you're going to do with this monster, is always, if you want to reapply that Megaton. So again, I mentioned this before, I love that his Megaton heals immediately. As you can see, I lost that Megaton again, which is bound to happen, which is normally why you want someone to res, because you want to be able to revive your ally if he dies, in this case Cherub Cupid, or if I was to lose my Megaton monster, I'd want to be able to revive him as well. Keep in mind someone, oh no, I didn't give him Sigil. Sigil would also actually be a good monster for him as well, if you don't have another monster that can hold a Blossom talent. Like in these case, these are Doom Mythics, so they can't hold Sigil. Sigil would be good for him, that way when I kill the enemy, bam, reapply the Megaton, bam, reapply the Megaton. So you have to think about what your specific team requires. Here, I would say the Skill Mirror is a good skill, or if I want to go for Denial, I'm not really scared of what the King can do to me. So, looking at the turn order though, I don't really need to do... Why am I going twice? Or is it just that I've been overlapped already? I don't really need to do anything, so I'll just apply the life regen. That'll actually just help me stay alive. Cathalicon actually will cleanse the dots. Let's not even attack you, we'll recharge. We'll just play it out for fun right now. We will recharge. I could have done Skill Mirror and Reflect. Oh, look who died. Frosty says hi. Let's cleanse that away. We'll just hit you with the roots. That'll be fun. Recharge. Recharge, recharge. And the Mega Roots. Bam. And now I don't miss any of my attacks because of roots. Alright, let's go on. Maybe we'll use a non-pierce monster and we'll see how that plays out. So, who is a non-pierce monster that I could use for fun. Shiv, ET, Firefool, have him say, you know what? I did it in the last video. Let's have him set up as an attacker again. We'll see what he can do. Let's click fight. Let's do this. I imagine I have no problem taking out the enemy MEGA-TAUNT monster. Oh, we have a Serpentex. I did warn you, Serpentex is going to be an issue. Let's see how much damage Serpentex does. Alright, so I get to go first. We're gonna go... Oh, look at all those negative effects. Hurts my heart. Alright, Fool's Privilege. I got Skill Mirror. Ooh. Hot Take. 2 buffs. Look at that. Nice. Alright, over there. OTK and Rocks. We're gonna go with over there, obviously. Kill. And then he'll come back to life. And we'll do Juggling Rocks and finish you off. Take that. Alright. Let's see when you res. We'll cleanse. He'll probably cleanse. And as I mentioned, that'll happen. So I will go ahead and do River Flow, reapply the MT. I want to protect Firefool as much as possible. And I did. Hydrorian is a water monster. I would have taken a lot of damage from that. I am going to go Fool's Privilege, Dodge Area, Hot Take. And then over there, Juggling Rocks. They both do very, very little damage. So we'll hit you with that. We'll hit you with a Curse. Good amount of dots, Holy Res. And, oof, I don't think, was that a fire attack? It didn't feel like a fire attack. I think we'll go with the Skill Mirror 50%. I can't deny Hydrorian. I can deny Serpentex, but I'm not afraid of you. We'll go with a Heal Skill Mirror. Or sorry, yeah, Heal 50% Skill Mirror. Alright, there's that Skill Mirror in effect. Vata Magma, that worked against me. Boom, Reflecting Attacks. Too bad you have Artifact. Boom. Oh, sorry, wait. Was that, what do you have on you? Purgatory, that'll help me stay alive. Yeah, you do have Artifact, okay. I will do Res ET and Fool's Privilege, Protect Trait, Hot Take, Damage Increase, Juggling. Oh, look at that. You're gonna die. So what'll happen when you die, I wonder? Let's attack over here. Dead. Dead. Oh, Nimbus. He went with Nimbus. Alright, and then Serpentex dies with dots. And look at that, we pulled it off with a Firefull attacker. That was a fun showcase. Oh! I exited out just in time. Nice. Alright, let's click fights. This was fun. Let's try it again. Then we'll do another, like, legit attacker. And again, Cherub Cupid. You're gonna run into them. Alright, to the sewer. Hey, you didn't cleanse right away. That's a surprise. Who can I attack? Who can I attack? They all have evasion. Can't attack anyone. Can't attack anyone. What do I do? Do I turn transfer? Against Skill Mirror. I get no benefit from Skill Mirror. I'm going to recharge. I'm going to remove positive effects. Evasion. Damage increase, suppression. This is gonna hurt. Roots, they all have evasion. Skill Mirror for fun, it's gonna get cleansed. Oh, it did not get cleansed. Wow, I am misreading the AI. Oh. Interesting. That didn't feel so bad. Privilege. Damage, triple. You know what? I think I'm just gonna attack with that triple. Ooh, that's nice. You don't have evasion? No, you don't. Ooh. Ooh! Over there it is. 852k. I love how strong he was able to become. Catholicon. He's annoying because he or she tends to do evasion a lot, but looks like hasn't been doing it. Honestly, no need to apply Megaton or anything. We're going to go for Denial. And the Mega Roots lands. Nice. So now I can focus over here. So Hot Take, damage increase. Okay. And attack, shield, boiling dots all across the board. I love it. I love it. Unknown, suppression. That's not going to save you. I guess we will apply MT now that it matters. Privilege, damage increase, cleanse, ignite. I mean, this is done. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love the design. Between him and Fatid, I prefer the design of this monster. I mean, I love that you can do roots. I love the healing, the immediate heal, the 50% with the skill mirror. I think it just plays out better. Beambot, Pierce, Hydrorian, Malceron. I mean, Hydrorian would be a good one. Any artifact attacker that gets released, anything like that would be good. What do we get? Flasherion, who can stop enemy Uriel from rezzing. That could be pretty good. So yeah, you have quite a few different mechanics you can play around with. Let's go Spear of Destiny on him. So this is a good setup because even when you lose the Status Caster MEGA-TAUNT, what ultimately is happening is you have artifacts so the enemy can't hit dots on you or anything. So you're pretty good. If he dies, Uriel's there to res. So this can work out. And again, when he's alone, when he's the lone Blossom Monster, maybe give him Sigil and just get that MEGA-TAUNT back. Hate Suppression. We are going to do... Let's go... Well, I guess we can only go for you. We are going to Skill Mirror. Let's see. AoEs, one enemy. Alright, Instant Dry. Boom. And just like that, you go down. Soul Drag. Ouch. Fury, Unknown, Hate. One shot, one kill. Almost. Not quite. Almost. Holy Res. Boom. I'll show you one shot, one kill. Boom. That's how it's done, Spec. That's how it's done. Alright, let's try another battle. Yeah, you get the gist of it. Now we're just having fun with different attackers and different setups. But let's end here. Alright, yeah. Not too bad of opponents we're taking on. I would do get rid of MT, Skill Mirror, take care of Volt, and I think we're solid. Still didn't cleanse. Interesting. Wall of Flesh, MT. I guess it probably just roots for fun. Mega roots. My next attack won't miss. Instant Dry. Boom. Guaranteed landing. And then we would just deal with Slumster on his own. On his poor little self. Cleanse the poison away. Honestly, just for damage. And yeah, your attacker goes and attacks, and that's essentially game. Alright guys, with that being said, this has been an exclusive first look on the upcoming Tails monster, Hornroot. If you want him, once again, you got to pick him up in the Tails event. And let me scroll down. Let's see, it's somewhere here probably. Where is it? King of Gems, birthday event. Oh, is it this one? There it is, Hornroot's Tails event. So you can start getting these petals. So accumulate as much as you can so you can get even more cells for this monster. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.